second day of CVPR, I want to talk about my thoughts, but I think I can save that for a later, more holistic video. What I do think is interesting is the idea of AI media and CVPR being a computer vision research conference. I've seen a lot of cool stuff, um, stuff that will be implemented in years to come, stuff that's already being implemented, and it's more so being shown off. I think that's the interesting part in that second part where it's like it's already implemented. Like for example, there's companies who produce and distribute content that a lot of people consume that are using AI, and it's like you think at first it's easy to tell, but really, I'm pretty sure that there's been a good amount of recent shows or movies that have had some form of AI media, and no one has really been able to tell. Like sometimes, like I remember Disney Plus had this show called Secret Invasion. You could clearly see that the opening sequence was AI, and like, oh, you're thinking, oh, dang, the models aren't that good yet. It's just easy to tell. But I don't think I think as more companies worked on, let's say, like let's just use Netflix as an example. Netflix has their own internal data of high quality movies, and they have a really good team. So if they work on training their models on their data and work to build their in house tools to work properly with their system, they could really get some good stuff done. Right? I think they already have. Um, I think that's the thing now where it's like, okay, originally what I thought was gonna happen or what the general idea is that people are gonna push back and going back to this constant tug of war. But I think from the from what I've seen on social media and what I've seen in real life, it's like there's just such a big gap. Like on social media, there's a big ruckus anytime something is AI generated, whether it be a meme, whether it be something from a popular show. But like if you just talk to the average person, like that's why I love Uber's lifts to a degree is that you talk to them and they just have like a general opinion. It's not like, oh, pro AI, I love AI, I'm gonna keep on using this. Or it's not like, oh, I hate AI, I'm gonna kick you out my car if you talk about AI. It's really just, oh yeah, it's a really crazy technology. I'm trying to remember all the words they say. It's a really crazy technology. It's advancing so fast, very dangerous, um, and whatnot. And that's basically just I think that's the most average opinion. I think that makes me feel more comfortable in that. I think that's a good opinion. I think that's a good approach to have. I think being able to see the capabilities yet the dangers at the same time is just the right approach. I don't think you need to on a specific be sold on a specific anything when it comes to AI. You just can be like, okay, how can we get the most out of this as a society, without killing a bunch of people, right? In some way. Um, Honest, I don't think, based on the experiences I've had in real life, I don't think, I think it may be like 2 3 years will just be more so accepted, of the large, the mass production of AI, the mass use of AI in media. Like it's obviously gonna be pushed back here and there, but so far I haven't seen anyone actually boycott anything because people generally just don't seem to care. Like if you look at anyone who's above Gen Z, they don't really care. If you look at Gen Z, it's actually more. I think the minority is the one who cares the most because like people are not like the most pro AI, but they use it in their daily lives to an extent. So I think they're much more accepting of it. Um, so we'll see. I do wish. This is my biggest, not my biggest, but this is one of my biggest hopes for AI in general, is that in some way AI will open up new capabilities for artists, specifically animators, to to increase the capability of smaller teams in animation, such that smaller teams can spin out their own studios, and we can be seeing more indie animation in a quicker time frame and with the ability to do more than just like oh anime. Like you can do marketing, you can do production of merch and all of that. I know if you talk to most animators, they'll say that's a terrible idea. You're overvaluing what's it called again, quantity over quality and all that. But I do think that the way animation is right now, it's exploited. It's exploitive. I think if more power were to go into the hands of animators themselves, because that's really where that's the people doing like 90% of the work, then that'll be it become a better industry overall. Like I think if for example with tech, there is a lot of layoffs that happen in tech and there's a lot of exploitation, but ultimately the value of a software engineer, researcher is just that much that they like there's always the option to do a startup and then to at least bring some value to a market and maybe even say okay let me hire you, let me acquire you. So I hope that I hope that for animators and hopefully AI can bring that. Um, maybe by then people will be more accepting on all spectrums, on all sides of the spectrum. Besides that, I have nothing else to say. So have a great day.